All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another live demo. We just came on under the food demo tent, and now we are here under the technical demo tent, right in front of the stage with Nicole from Juliansdóttir. And what would you be demonstrating for us this afternoon?
Good afternoon. I'm going to be doing water marbling on a silk scarf. So you'll actually get to see the painting. And if you have entered the grounds this afternoon through the welcome tent, you'll see a dress there, which is from the water marbling that I do. So it'd be nice for you to come on, see what we're doing. And then when you're ready, you wanted to purchase, you can come to the Artisan Village, where I have a really cute little shop there. And it's a blue building at the back. So.
No, lovely, lovely. I didn't get a chance to see the dress, but I'm getting the demonstration right in front of me. So I don't need to go to see the dress, but I might take a pass at the Artisan Village at Juliansdóttir. Right. How did you, the name is very evident, but why Juliansdóttir?
Because I technically am Julian's daughter, but it's an Icelandic version because you don't get a last name in Iceland. And I thought that was a really cool name because everybody calls me Julian's daughter anyway. So I figured, well, why not take a, play on words kind of thing. So that was where the name came from. And the water marbling, it was actually just a video I saw and it kind of piqued my interest. And I thought, okay, let me do some research and start doing it. And it's an actual ancient Chinese art. And I'm sure you would have seen marbled paper, because a lot of people do marbled paper. But in recent years, we've been doing a lot of fabric. We do it on leather. We do it on wood. Any kind of surface that will adhere, the paint will adhere to, we do it.
Now, this sounds very interesting. You just got a little bit of history with a little bit of why I do this, with a little bit of why I named my business Juliansdóttir. And the funny thing about this, when I received the list of demos, I said, water marbling on fabric? I've never seen it done. And to be honest, I've never heard of it done. I've heard of tie-dyeing. I've heard of, I forgot the name of it, batik. That's it. But I've never heard of water marbling on fabric. I saw you just glide some newspaper along the water. Can you tell me what that's for?
Okay, the newspaper is really just to test to get the surface tension cleared up, make sure that it's nice and clear so that when I actually put the paints on, they'll actually lay on and there's nothing, no foreign bodies or anything like that. So I probably do that a few times just to make sure that everything is ready before I actually start marbling. So that's basically what happens. But I have done a demo here before. I'm kind of twinned with agriculture. Between Randy and Barbara, they always kind of drag us out. And I've done a silk fan here. I think it was about 2-3 years ago. So this time I thought, okay, why not show them a really big piece, and which is what I normally do. So hence the idea of doing this. So what I actually paint on is a big wooden tray. It's a vat. The water is a specially treated water that I use, and you will see through the process how it actually works, and you'll actually be able to see the paint on the water as we go through the process.
Okay, so I heard you said treated water, so we can't just go to the pipe, get some water, and do this.
No. When you see that being done, that is a lot of people think of it as marbling, where they actually put the spray paint in the water and then they dip it. That's hydro dipping. Okay. So we're using a totally different process in order to be able to create this. Hydro dipping, you can't really control much of the design as opposed to marbling, where, as you notice, I have these funny looking things with nails in them. Right. And these are actually rakes, because you can use a rake, you can use a fork. I could have used an Afro pick, but I don't have one. I can use a stylus, and that's basically what I use in order to create the designs on the water.
Okay. So what specific design would you be creating for us?
Well, I think is I'm just playing it by ear, because one of the things is right here, there's a lot of wind. And with the flow of water, I have no control. I can start out with one thing and probably will end up with something else.
All right, so we are ready to actually start the demo. All right, come on down to the technical demo tent. We are right in front of the stage. Come and learn something new. Water marbling with fabric. You've seen batik, you've seen tie-dye, you've seen spray paint, but if you've never seen water marbling on fabric, come in front of the tent and learn something new. For the textile students on the compound, this is something new to expand your knowledge on. Come take a look and see what Juliansdóttir, aka Nicole, has to offer. Or, oh, this looks so cool. What she has to share with you. It's treated water. I learned something. So tell me what you're about to do.
So I'm going to be dropping just drops of paint onto the surface of the water. These are acrylic paints. Okay.
Where can you get acrylic paints here?
I don't buy mine here, but you can use the acrylic paints that are sold. I think TDC sells them, I think Harper's, and you can try them. But there's a process.
Right. Okay, so let's observe. You have to come to see. I can't share my eyes with you. We are in front of the tent, in front of the stage, under the tent. Come and witness some magic and a little bit of...
A little bit of magic, a lot of magic. Marbling is magic. As you notice, I'm trying to drop it in at a particular, just going down the line. But of course, the wind is taking the paint and taking it to wherever it wants it. So it's really going to be a very interesting design when it comes out. We tend to use white as a surface color because it's an easier paint color to work with. And then you just go on in line. So on a normal day, you wouldn't have those lines. But if you look at it now, you can actually see the veins in there like you would see for marbling.
Right.
Okay, so there was a little bit of mess.
Can you tell us how long Juliansdóttir has been open?
In the artisan village, we've only been there 2 weeks. However, I've been doing this for about 3 years, and but on the side, not as a full-time. So now it's my full-time occupation. So I am just playing. So as I go along, as you notice, different colors.
And right now we're dropping some green onto some white. And you have to be here to see this. I'm not kidding. It literally looks like magic. Water marbling on fabric, ladies and gentlemen, right in front of your face. We know we like to wear the printed shirts with the graphic, but a little different style helps to take you a long way. You can switch it up every now and again. Do you do personal orders on clothing?
I do. I do. Sometimes I don't like to because, you know, we are always very picky about what we would like. But I do it as well.
Lovely. So if you can come over under the tent in front of the stage, and if you like what you see, you can either put in an order for your own, or you can go over to the artisan village. Are you also on the compound in front by the entrance, or that's just for visual?
No, yeah, I'm in one of the buildings, in the blue building right at the back.
Okay. In the blue building right at the back on the artisan village. Ooh. This is beautiful. If someone told me this was happening, I might not believe. You have to see it for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. And she dropped some blue. Now we're going in with some red.
I'm trying really hard, but with the wind, I have no control because normally I would just drop it one on top of each other and just let it spread. And as you can tell, I'm not squeezing. I'm just dropping, turning the bottle over, and it's dropping into the size.
So what I'm hearing is you have to be very precise. You don't want to squeeze too much.
If you squeeze, you're going to end up with a big mess.
All right, so it comes with skills, come with experience. Do you teach personal classes?
No, I don't, but in the future, I will be doing classes where you can actually come and create your own piece of wearable art. And it might not be a scarf, it could be a bag, it could be anything. It basically, a hat. I've done caps as well.
So you bring your article and you might be able to create something cute to take home with you to say, I made this or I got this from Juliansdóttir, aka Nicole. But everybody know her as Juliansdóttir, so we're working with Juliansdóttir. Do you ever get tired of people calling you Juliansdóttir?
Well, at my tender age of over 50, I think that I will leave it at that.
She will leave it at that. I agree. Right now we're splashing some yellow. The pattern is coming together. The colors are coming together. We're under the tent in front of the stage, water marbling on fabric, on a silk scarf. Am I correct?
Yeah, I'm doing it on a silk scarf today.
So if you do this and I say, I like it, can I purchase it? Would I be able to purchase it on the spot?
You can, I suppose. I mean, it's up to you. No, I'm just going to be naughty. So this process, I'm just dropping little tiny droplets, right? And that's more of a stone marbling technique. But I'm not going to go through that today.
How long does the fabric take to dry? Because of the type of paint, does it take a different time to dry than normal wet clothes?
No, it doesn't. I actually just put my silks in the dryer or you hang them on the line. It doesn't take any longer to dry. No. So you don't have to worry in terms of thinking it's going to take hours to dry and the paint does stay in. I was wearing a piece that I had done a couple of years ago and it's still there. The color is still there.
So is it safe to wash with other clothing?
Yeah, the paint is safe because you're using acrylic paint. You're not doing anything harmful.
All right. Now this is looking cute. What do you guys think?
Beautiful.
We're back with the striped pants lovely lady over here. Now you said you did the stuffed pumpkin, but have you ever done stuffed squash? Sorry, you said you did the stuffed squash, mimicking the stuffed pumpkin. But have you ever done water marbling on fabric?
No, never. I saw it before last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Juliansdóttir made it clear she's not new to this. She's true to this. She's always here at the Agri-Expo demonstrating something for us. And guys, the pattern is coming together beautifully. Like you really, really have to say that this is stunning. This is unbelievable how the paint is just staying on the treated water, not just from the pipe. It's treated water. So you have to come and witness the creativity of Miss Nicole. Okay. There's a question of what did you treat it with?
Seaweed.
Oh, with seaweed. No, you have to explain that.
I use actually seaweed. It's called carrageenan. And you use it in cooking and different things like that. And it works. And that's what keeps the paints on the surface. So I'm going to actually start, because obviously, as you can see, it's starting to break up because of the wind. So I'm going to need to do something with it. Okay.
And what is it you're doing?
I'm just creating a design. Let me just...
So there is a board here with some nails and she's using it to create the design. We're running it through the paint and the treated water. Did I say that correctly?
That's correct.
See, you come, you learn a thing or two, then you can talk about it. It's all about the process. I might not be able to do this, but I could tell you one or thing or two about it. So come on under the tent and come witness Nicole, aka Juliansdóttir. This is gorgeous. Am I right?
It is wonderful. Beauty.
Yeah. This is a beauty. This is magic. How did we turn a bunch of spots into this? Like literally a bunch of spots into a beautiful drawing. What someone would think is you sit in front of a canvas and paint. And now she's adding even more nails and more wood and more dragging. Are we wigging it at this point?
No, we're going for a design. I'm working on it.
Okay. We're working on the design. If you want to see the design, we're under the tent in front of the stage. We're doing water marbling on fabric here with Nicole's daughter that is sometimes located in the artisan village in a blue building. If you're on the compound, come on over. The folks that are under the tent are amazed. You can too witness the magic. This is gorgeous. No, I am not exaggerating. I think every time she adds the nail to the water, we see something new. We see something different. Yes.
And your design is beautiful.
Need to put the fabric on. So we're gonna put a piece of silk in there, and you're gonna see what happens.
All right, so we're getting ready to apply the fabric to the design to the fabric, etc., etc. So come on over under the tent. When you come, be mindful of the camera. That's okay. We know you're interested. I am shocked at what we have in front of us after just dropping some paint. It takes a lot of creativity. How long did it take you to master this, Miss Nicole?
I'm still a work in progress.
Humble, very, very humble. This is gorgeous.
No, some material does not work at all. Silk works beautifully, cotton works, leather. Listen, sorry.
That's a long list right now. So tell us what we're doing right now.
Trying to remember in order to, because we needed to make sure that we both put it in at the same time. So I was more focused on that than answering my good friend here. The thing with the fabric, you can use satin, you can use cotton. Linen is very difficult because of the weave. So you can't use cotton voile. Anything with too wide, you can't use. So you have to basically use something that doesn't have just a lot of grain in it, because then it becomes very difficult to use. It doesn't have to be white. It does not have to be white. I just happen to have a white today, so I basically did white. I've done yellow, I've done black, I've done blue. It basically depends. But then, of course, if you're doing a color like black, you have to be concerned with the fact that certain colors are not going to show. So, you know, the black will not allow that to show. So as you can see, and if you're taking a good look, you can see that the print looks like it's on there. Yeah, okay, I do have a wider vat that is 46 by 74. I do have another one that's 35 by 35, but I aspire to have one that is like 96 wide, but I don't have any space in the house for that right now.
But as we grow, we're going to grow with the business and the box at the same time. Yes. So do we do both sides of the fabric, or do you just do one side of the fabric?
Just do one side of the fabric. But I'm going to let you do this. So I'm going to hold the mic, and you're just going to slide this into the water, at an angle, so that you can actually get the colors that are there on the heart. Do it from like closer to the heart. Put it in at an angle. Just relax. Slide it. Push it. Push it. And then take it out.
I did water marbling, guys. This could be you. Come on under the tent in front of the stage. I just water marbled a piece of. Oh, wow. That is gorgeous. The question is, can you reuse the water? Yes, you can. Oh. No, everybody has a question. Everyone has a question. No, this is very, very interesting. What do you think of this?
It's interesting to me because I do sewing. And I heard about it, but I've always wanted to see it done. So it's great to see it actually being done.
Guys, come under the tent. We've just water marbled a silk fabric scarf. It is amazing. The design is lovely. The paint is on there. It's not moving. She just dipped it in some water and it stays. It is absolutely gorgeous.
The fabric is treated to absorb the paint. Yeah, so it won't run. But if you notice, the wood didn't have anything on it. I just put a plain piece of wood in there, and it's still stuck on the wood as well. So it is actually just the thing. So now you understand what I do, because everybody keeps asking, what do you do? What is water marbling? How do you do it? So you got your first demonstration here at the AgriFest of water marbling on fabric.
Listen, you had to be here at the Agri-Expo to witness Juliansdóttir do the first ever water marbling on silk fabric. Oh, and I also did it on wood. Who took my wood? Oh, she took my wood. And it's on both sides. I'm looking at my wood.
That sounds fairly scary.
My heart carved piece of wood. This is plain treated water that was treated with seaweed. No, this is, oh, sorry.
Dear, I dropped your hand.
No, that's okay. Sometimes people drop it all the time. And she just rinsed it off and the water still stayed on the wood. I will treasure this, I promise. Yes, you have a question.
We have seaweed here, we have water, but how do you treat the water?
Okay, so she wants to know the actual process. Is that giving away the secrets?
Well, Mrs. Elliott, no, we can't use the seaweed that we have here. I did try using the sargassum. It doesn't work. It's actually the old Irish moss carrageenan, so you can't use the regular seaweed. I tried.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Eventually, we'll be able to use the supplies here on the island to get us some beautiful marbling fabric. Sorry.
Something like that will cost what?
A scarf like that is 65 US.
Beautiful. And right now, tell us what you're doing right now.
I'm just skimming the water to take off the remaining paint.
Are we going to do another design? What are we thinking?
I have a small piece of share that I can try so that for those people who didn't see, and they can get a chance to watch and maybe even drop some paint.
All right. How many times can you reuse the treated water?
You use it until it gets smelly because it's seaweed, right? So when it gets really smelly, my mother begs me to take it and throw it out. But what we actually do is when you get to that point where the paint will not stay. So when it gets to that point, you know you can't even create a design, and that's when you'll do like stone marbling, and I would do like little sticks and just dropping it in so that then it just floats, but I wouldn't be creating a design on the water. And it would just work with that.
All right. No, this is very informative, very interesting. And I'm assuming that's mommy over there. Did I have that right?
That's correct.
I wonder if I go over and ask mommy a question, if she'll answer. Mommy said, we'll leave that all up to Juliansdóttir. So we're about to do another piece of fabric. Remind me what the piece of fabric is again?
Okay, this one is just a silk blend, just to share. It's the same fabric that the dress is made out of.
Okay. All right, beautiful. Now, let's say I want to do something cute and fun with my friends. Can I bring them and we do a little classy thing with you?
That's in the works. That's in the works. So we should be announcing that just after Easter, once we get everything organized and where we're going to do it, and we'll be offering classes.
Noted.
Marble and sip. You know, of course, the sip is critical.
No, we love it. We love it. We're transitioning from paint to marble. We love the fact that we are expanding the entertainment here on the island. So we've taken it from being creative, just with artists, etc., to transferring your talents to someone else, just for a little bit of fun and something to sip. Right now, she is technically cleaning the water so we can get into our other design. We're under the tent. Come over. Do not miss this opportunity to see magic right in front of your face. I even have paint on my hands, but that's okay.
I know. I ran out of gloves. I apologize.
No, that's fine. I feel like I've created something. That's okay.
Yeah, I actually did.
So I cooked today. I water marble today.
Because of the wind, normally the circles are just concentric, so I keep going. But because of the wind, I can't control where they're falling.